Ladies and gentlemen, listen closely, because this message has the power to change the course of your life. Every day we wake up and face a choice to live in fear or to live in faith, a choice to be driven by purpose or to be enslaved by doubt, a choice to step into our destiny or to remain in the shadows of our past mistakes. But hear me when I say this: your life is not an accident. You were created for more. The power of a renewed mind. Expand this keynote in 600 words without subheading and conclusion. The mind is the most powerful tool you have been given. It is the control center of your life, determining the course of your actions, the depth of your beliefs, and the reality of your future. Every thought that enters your mind carries the potential to shape your destiny. If your mind is filled with fear, doubt, and negativity, your life will follow the path of defeat. But if your mind is renewed daily with faith, truth, and purpose, your life will be transformed in ways you never imagined. A renewed mind does not happen by accident. It is a deliberate choice, a daily commitment to feeding yourself the right thoughts, to focusing on what builds rather than what destroys. Too many people live their lives as prisoners of their past. Shackled by the weight of mistakes, regrets, and failures, they allow the voices of their past to dictate their future, convincing themselves that they will never rise above their circumstances. But the truth is this: as long as you have breath in your lungs, you have the power to change the way you think. And when you change the way you think, you change the way you live. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant weeds, they will overtake the soil, choke the good seeds, and prevent anything beautiful from growing. But if you plant good seeds, seeds of faith, hope, discipline, and determination, you will reap a harvest of strength, resilience, and victory. The problem many people face is that they have allowed the weeds of negativity to take root for so long that they believe it is impossible to cultivate something new. But no matter how much negativity has grown in your mind, no matter how deep the roots of fear have spread, you can start today by renewing your mind with thoughts that give life rather than take it away. The process of renewing your mind requires guarding what you allow to enter. Every word you listen to, every piece of information you consume, and every voice you entertain influences the condition of your mind. If you constantly listen to voices that tell you that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, or that your dreams are too big, those words will become the foundation of your thinking. But if you surround yourself with words of encouragement, with truth that lifts you up instead of tearing you down, your mind will begin to shift. What you feed your mind determines what grows within it. Fear is one of the greatest weapons against a renewed mind. It paralyzes, it weakens, and it deceives you into believing that your situation is hopeless. But fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. The moment you decide to stop feeding your fears and start feeding your faith, everything changes. Faith is the antidote to fear. Faith reminds you that no matter what obstacles you face, there is always a way forward. Faith allows you to see beyond your current circumstances and into the possibilities of what could be. Renewing your mind also requires discipline. It is not enough to have moments of inspiration. You must commit to making mental renewal a daily habit. Just as your body needs food every day to stay strong, your mind needs the right nourishment to remain sharp and focused. You must speak words of life over yourself even when you do not feel like it. You must choose to focus on solutions rather than problems. You must surround yourself with an environment that cultivates growth rather than stagnation. There will be days when renewing your mind feels like a battle. There will be moments when doubt tries to creep back in, when negative thoughts try to regain control. But the key is persistence. The more you train your mind to reject negativity and embrace faith, the stronger it becomes. Over time, what once felt impossible becomes second nature. What once seemed unattainable becomes your reality. A renewed mind is not just about thinking positively. It is about aligning your thoughts with truth, with purpose, and with the belief that your best days are still ahead of you. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that can hold a person back from living the life they were meant to live. It whispers doubts, magnifies obstacles, and creates a sense of helplessness that keeps people trapped in their comfort zones. Fear paralyzes, making even the smallest challenges seem impossible to overcome. It convinces the mind that failure is inevitable, that the risks are too great, and that it is safer to stay where things are predictable. But fear is a liar. It distorts reality and blinds people to the possibilities that exist beyond their self-imposed limit. The only way to break free from fear is to replace it with faith. Faith is the antidote to fear, the force that empowers people to step into the unknown with confidence, believing that there is something greater guiding their path. Faith does not ignore the existence of challenges, nor does it deny the presence of uncertainty. It simply refuses to let those things dictate the course of life. Where fear says you can't, faith says you can. Where fear magnifies the problem, faith focuses on the solution. Fear looks at the waves and sees the storm. Faith looks at the waves and sees the opportunity to walk on water. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, and every moment of transformation begins with faith. Faith is the belief in what is not yet seen, the confidence that even in the darkest moments, there is still a way forward. Fear thrives in an environment of doubt, but faith flourishes in an environment of truth. When people allow fear to take control, they stop moving forward. They hesitate, they second-guess themselves, and they allow worry to consume their thoughts. But faith creates momentum. It pushes people to take action, even when the outcome is uncertain. It gives them the courage to dream, to take risks, and to pursue what is in their hearts without being paralyzed by the possibility of failure. Faith does not eliminate fear overnight, but it gives people the strength to act in spite of it. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not the absence of fear, but the presence of faith that is stronger than fear. The mind is constantly at war between faith and fear. Whichever one is fed the most will dominate. If people constantly dwell on their worries, their insecurities, and their worst-case scenarios, fear will tighten its grip on their lives. But when they choose to focus on truth, when they remind themselves of their purpose, and when they declare that fear has no control over them, faith begins to take over. Faith is built through daily choices. Choosing to trust when it is easier to doubt. Choosing to move forward when it is easier to retreat. Choosing to believe in possibilities when circumstances suggest otherwise. Fear makes people play small, but faith calls them to something greater. Fear keeps dreams locked away, but faith gives them the wings to soar. Every person faces moments of uncertainty, moments where they must choose between letting fear dictate their actions or allowing faith to lead them forward. Those who choose faith find themselves walking paths they never thought possible, achieving things they never thought they could, and becoming the person they were meant to be. Fear is a prison, but faith is the key that unlocks the door. No one has to remain captive to fear because faith is always available, always ready to lift them higher, always prepared to remind them that their future is not defined by their fears, but by their willingness to trust in something greater than themselves. Discipline is the foundation of success, the unseen force that separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stagnant. It is the quiet commitment to consistent effort, the ability to push forward when motivation fades, and the resilience to keep going when obstacles arise. Without discipline, dreams remain dreams, goals go unfulfilled, and potential is wasted. It is not enough to simply desire success or wish for a better life. Those who achieve lasting transformation understand that discipline is not optional. It is a daily practice, a habit that must be cultivated over time, shaping not only actions but also character. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of daily discipline. It is not the occasional bursts of inspiration or the rare moments of high energy that create lasting change. True progress comes from the small, consistent steps taken every single day. The difference between those who reach their goals and those who fall short is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It is the ability to remain disciplined even when no one is watching, even when results are not immediate, and even when the process feels difficult. Discipline is what keeps a person moving forward when motivation fades, when distractions arise, and when the journey feels overwhelming. The struggle for discipline is often an internal battle. The mind naturally seeks comfort, convenience, and the easiest path forward. It resists structure, avoids discomfort, and prefers instant gratification over long-term rewards. But discipline requires going against that instinct. It demands a willingness to embrace discomfort, to stay committed even when emotions say otherwise, and to make choices based on purpose rather than momentary pleasure. The challenge of discipline is not simply about managing time or organizing tasks. It is about mastering the mind, training it to focus on what truly matters rather than what feels good in the moment. Daily discipline is what turns small efforts into great results. It is the act of waking up every morning and choosing to work towards a goal, no matter how far away it seems. It is the habit of showing up, of putting in the effort, and of refusing to let distractions derail progress. Discipline is not about perfection, it is about consistency. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt, but those who remain disciplined do not let those moments define them. They get back up, they learn from their mistakes, and they keep going. Every disciplined action, no matter how small, adds up over time, creating momentum that leads to transformation. Discipline is also the key to freedom. While it may seem restrictive at first, true freedom is found in the ability to control one's actions, emotions, and decisions. Those who lack discipline are slaves to their impulses, their habits, and their distractions. They find themselves stuck in cycles of procrastination, frustration, and regret. But those who develop daily discipline gain control over their lives. They are not ruled by circumstances, but by intentional choices. They build habits that lead to success, create routines that bring structure, and develop mindsets that allow them to overcome any challenge. Every day is an opportunity to strengthen discipline. It is a decision that must be made repeatedly to stay committed to a vision, to resist distractions, and to remain focused on what truly matters. While discipline requires effort, the rewards are undeniable. It builds character, shapes destiny, and creates a life of purpose. It is the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. Those who master daily discipline unlock their full potential, proving that success is not about luck or talent, but about the willingness to show up, put in the work, and stay committed to the journey. Your purpose is bigger than your problems. Life is filled with challenges, obstacles, and moments of uncertainty. Problems will come, difficulties will arise, and circumstances may shake your confidence. But no matter how overwhelming the struggle may seem, there is a truth that must never be forgotten. Your purpose is bigger than your problems. Every person has been placed on this earth with a unique calling, a reason for being, something greater than themselves that they were meant to fulfill. Problems are temporary, but purpose is eternal. The struggles you face today are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you into the person you were destined to become. It is easy to be consumed by problems. When faced with hardship, the natural response is to focus on the difficulty, to feel overwhelmed, to question whether there is a way out. But problems are not roadblocks. They are tests. They are moments that reveal character, that strengthen resilience, that push you beyond your comfort zone. The purpose within you is stronger than any hardship, but it requires perseverance, faith, and a willingness to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. The greatest success stories are not those of people who never faced difficulties, but of those who refuse to be defined by them. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when the weight of life's burden seems too heavy to carry. But the very fact that you are still here, still standing, still breathing, is proof that you have a purpose that is not yet complete. Problems do not define you. How you respond to them does. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise, to grow, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Your problems may be big, but your purpose is bigger. And the moment you shift your focus from what is going wrong to what you are meant to accomplish, everything changes. Difficulties often come as distractions. They try to pull your attention away from your goals, to make you believe that the struggle is permanent, that the dream in your heart is too far out of reach. But distractions only have power when you give them your focus. The moment you decide that your purpose is greater than your pain, that your mission is more important than your momentary discomfort, you begin to move forward with renewed determination. Every setback becomes a setup for a greater comeback. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, and every failure becomes a lesson that brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. People often believe that problems are a sign that they are on the wrong path, that struggle means they should turn back. But in reality, struggle is often a sign that you are on the right path. Growth never happens in comfort, and purpose is never fulfilled without resistance. The things that challenge you the most are the very things that shape you into the person you need to become. The key is to keep moving forward, to refuse to be discouraged, and to remind yourself daily that the purpose within you is far greater than anything that stands in your way. When problems come, you have two choices: let them define you or let them refine you. You can choose to let difficulties make you bitter, or you can choose to let them make you better. And those who understand that their purpose is greater than their problems do not allow themselves to be consumed by negativity. They face challenges with strength, they embrace hardships as opportunities to grow, and they refuse to let temporary circumstances dictate their destiny. Problems are part of the journey, but they are never the final destination. Your purpose is bigger, your calling is greater, and no challenge is strong enough to keep you from fulfilling what you were meant to do. Words have power beyond what many realize. Every word spoken carries energy, shaping thoughts, emotions, and the direction of life itself. Words can build up or tear down, bring hope or spread fear, create possibilities or reinforce limitations. The way a person speaks, both to themselves and to others, determines the reality they experience. When words are filled with doubt, negativity, and fear, they create a mindset of defeat. But when words are filled with faith, strength, and purpose, they have the power to transform circumstances, inspire action, and unlock potential. Speaking life means choosing words that align with growth, purpose, and success. It means refusing to speak defeat over a situation, even when things appear difficult. Many people unknowingly limit themselves by the way they talk about their lives. They say things like, "I'll never succeed," "I'm not good enough," or "nothing ever works out for me." These words plant seeds of doubt that take root in the mind, shaping beliefs and reinforcing failure before they even take action. But when someone speaks words of encouragement, determination, and faith, they shift their mindset and create an environment where success becomes possible. Saying, "I will find a way," "I am capable," or "this challenge will make me stronger," changes not just the way a person feels, but also the way they act. The mind listens to the words that are spoken. When words of fear and doubt are constantly repeated, the mind begins to believe them, and the body follows. A person who constantly says they are tired, overwhelmed, or incapable will begin to feel and act that way. But someone who speaks words of life, even in difficult moments, develops a mindset of resilience and strength. This is why successful people are intentional about their words. They do not allow negative self-talk to take control. Instead, they declare truth over their lives, even when their circumstances have not yet changed. Speaking life is not about ignoring reality or pretending that problems do not exist. It is about choosing to focus on solutions instead of obstacles, on potential instead of limitations. Life responds to the energy of words. Just as a small flame can ignite a fire, a single word of encouragement can spark confidence and determination. This applies not only to personal speech, but also to the words spoken to others. Encouraging words can uplift someone in their darkest moment, while careless words can break their spirit. People who understand the power of speaking life choose to use their words to inspire, strengthen, and uplift those around them. Words shape the atmosphere of homes, workplaces, and relationships. A home filled with words of love, encouragement, and gratitude becomes a place of peace, and a workplace where people speak life into each other becomes an environment of productivity and success. Relationships built on words of affirmation and support become strong and unshakable, but environments filled with criticism, negativity, and doubt become places of tension and limitation. The way people speak determines the kind of world they create around them. Every day is an opportunity to speak life. Every word spoken is either moving closer to success or reinforcing barriers. The words declared over a situation can either fuel fear or strengthen faith. Those who choose to speak life take control of their future. They refuse to allow negativity to shape their mindset. They replace doubt with belief, fear with confidence, and limitation with possibility. They understand that words are not just sounds, they are forces that shape reality. Speaking life is one of the most powerful habits a person can develop because it influences not only their own destiny, but also the lives of everyone around them. There comes a moment in every person's life when they must decide whether to remain where they are or step into something greater. This is the call to action, the undeniable pull toward growth, purpose, and transformation. It is the moment when comfort must be sacrificed for progress, when fear must be silenced in favor of faith, and when hesitation must be replaced with boldness. Life does not wait for perfect conditions, nor does it wait for someone to feel completely ready. The call to action is not about waiting for a sign. It is about recognizing that now is the time to move, to build, to create, and to step forward into what is possible. Many people spend years waiting for the right moment, believing that one day they will have enough confidence, enough resources, or enough clarity to take action. But waiting often turns into delay, and delay turns into stagnation. The truth is that action creates clarity. The moment a person begins to move, even in uncertainty, doors start to open, strength begins to grow, and opportunities reveal themselves. Every great success story begins with a decision to take action before all the details were figured out. Those who wait for certainty often find themselves trapped in the same cycle of inaction, watching time pass while others move forward. The call to action is not just about personal success, it is about impact. There are people waiting for the gifts, talents, and contributions that only one person can bring. Every individual has something unique to offer, a message, a skill, a solution to a problem, but that potential remains locked away if no action is taken. The world is not changed by those who simply dream, but by those who do. It is not changed by those who merely wish for a better future, but by those who take bold steps toward making it happen. Action is what turns ideas into reality, what transforms vision into achievement, and what separates those who make a difference from those who simply talk about it. Fear will always try to stand in the way of action. Doubts will whisper reasons to stay the same, to avoid risk, and to settle for what is comfortable. But the greatest risk of all is remaining in the same place, allowing potential to go unrealized, and looking back with regret at opportunities that were never seized. Fear loses its power the moment action is taken. The first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most important. It is the step that breaks the cycle of hesitation, that shifts momentum, and that proves to the mind that change is possible. Action requires discipline and commitment. It is not about taking a single step and hoping for instant results, but about showing up consistently, putting in the effort, and staying the course even when progress feels slow. Success is built on daily decisions to move forward, to learn, to adjust, and to persist. Those who answer the call to action understand that greatness is not achieved overnight, but through a relentless pursuit of excellence, one step at a time. Excuses will always be available, but so will opportunities. There will never be a perfect time, but there will always be a chance to begin. The call to action is about deciding that today, not tomorrow, is the moment to take that first step. It is about embracing challenges as part of the journey and trusting that every effort, no matter how small, is bringing a person closer to their purpose. Those who answer the call step into a life of meaning, growth, and impact. They understand that the difference between a life of potential and a life of fulfillment is the willingness to take action. The time for waiting is over. The time for second guessing, for hesitation, and for wondering what if has passed. The call to action is here, and it is yours to answer. You have everything within you to take the first step, to break free from doubt, and to move boldly toward your purpose. The world does not need more people who simply dream. It needs people who are willing to act, to build, to create, and to make a difference. So step forward. Step into the life you were meant to live. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let excuses keep you stuck. And do not wait for permission to become everything you were meant to be. The journey begins now with the decision to take action. And when you look back, you will not regret the risks you took. You will only regret the chances you never seized. Your time is now. Answer the call.